We're back. Right then. So
Let me just tell you this first, Christy. Back. I was looking last night and I thought, what can we do sometimes when we're doing this on here? 'Cause I like having our chats, and then sometimes just speaking because it helps me as well. To be honest, when I look at these questions, I think I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Just some random questions, right? Don't mean anything in the world, but sometimes just think it's just conversation starters and stuff like that, isn't it? You know what I mean? But I was looking and I thought, oh, I wonder if I could just write a word and me and Chris could try and work out, like try and see how many words we could make out of that word.
oh yeah,
right?
yeah, that's a good one. We've done that before, yeah.
Right. Did you know though? Okay.
It's all right. It was just the door, just the postman. Come on, just be a letter. Come on.
With the name Christopher, did you know you can make?
Hang on, hang on. He's heard the door go. He's got to check. He just heard the letterbox door and he just had to go and check.
That's okay. You got to know who it is at the door, ain't you?
Yeah.
Hello again. Who was it?
It was just a
Who was it
postman.
at the door?
It was the postman, yeah. Just left
Anyway,
us.
it was the postman. He come to me yesterday. He said he'd been working since 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I was looking at your name. This is just a thing before I do the little quiz thing. So I was looking at your name, and did you know you can do 654 words out of your name?
Oh my God. 654 words out of the name Christopher. Well, we'll have to have a go later and see how many we can do.
Some of the words I've never even heard of, but I thought that can't be right. So I put the word in saying what's it mean, and it is in the dictionary. So all the 600, the word, the name Dawn, there's only 12. And out the word Sue, there's only 4.
You should have done Suzanne. Susan.
Oh, that's true. Your name is Suzanne, isn't it? I should have done that. So yeah. So I just couldn't catch. I was just like, oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And the word Christy back. Okay. These are just some random questions. I don't know if they're any good or just, some things are where I was mentioning last week about the bones. So I'm going to ask you number 1. Okay, it's an A, B, or C, but also practice by writing the numbers or the word you think it is, all right?
Okay.
So you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, how many bones are we born with? Can you remember?
How many bones born with? Right.
Okay.
A.
206.
Yeah.
B. 250. Or C. 300.
How many bones are we born with? Is it A, 206, B, 250, or C, 300? Oh, you could point here if you want. Which one?
Can you remember? We mentioned it the other week.
He's gone for 206.
Oh, well tried. We have got 206 as an adult. 300 as a child, but you was a little bit off sorts when we was talking about it. So well remembered about the 206.
Okay, so you're born with 300, but then they fuse together, and as an adult we have 206. Okay.
Neil said 250. Neil did. Okay, number 2. Which part of your body has the most bones in? Okay.
Sure.
This is just a random question to see if you knew, because I didn't know. So which one do you think? A, ears, B, hands, or C, head?
Oh, I don't know. This is a guess again. Which part of your body has the most bones in it? Is it A, your ears, B, your hands, or C, your head? Which one? Oh, he's gone for head.
I thought head, Chris. So we was thinking like, but it's actually your hands.
It was hovering between hands and head.
Yeah.
You couldn't make up your mind. Come on, what do you want? Hang on a minute. Hang on. Come on. Yeah. I T H O U G H T H. Come on, T H. I thought. H A N D. I thought hands. F I R S T. I thought hands first. A N D and C H A N G E D and changed. M Y my M I N and D. Oh yes. I thought hands first and changed my mind. It's so annoying when you do that in a quiz, isn't it? When you know that you had your first instinct was the right answer, and then you change your mind and you end up getting it wrong. Oh,
I am the most undecisive person, Christy Bear, and I would have exactly the same. It's almost like it's too easy for you to know it straight away. So you think, oh, it can't be.
Yeah, you think, no, it can't be that. No.
Yeah.
And you think
it was far too easy, that question. It can't be that. It must be the other one. What, you know.
Yeah.
Not obvious. But I'm going to tell you then. Do you want to know how many bones are in your hands?
How many?
There's 27 bones in each hand.
27 bones.
And 54 bones. So that's 54 bones with both hands. And feet together make 106. So there's only 206 bones in an adult's body. And 106 of them are your hands and your feet.
Oh my God. All those little bones.
So how many bones are in your feet then, Chris? I did work this out and I wrote it down. So I'm asking you. Hold on.
Let's do the calculation. So there's 27 bones in each hand. So what is 2 hands would be how many? 54. So that would be 54 in 2 hands. And your hands and feet, how many did Dawn say there were? 106. So 106 minus 54 equals 52. 52.
So how many is that in each hand? I worked it out last night.
Oh, sorry, each hand you said 27.
That's right.
So there must be 52 in your feet. So then we want to know how many in each foot. So 52 divided by 2 would be.
Oh, got it.
2 and 6. 26.
Thanks. Last night I said it straight away. I was like, yes, I'm on this, and I wrote it down, and I just went blank then.
Oh,
that's it. Well done, Chris. My pants.
Just for practice, Chris, let's see how good your handwriting is today. Let's just try and write 26. Very carefully on here, we're going to do a 2, which is round and across. Just try it. All round and across. Okay, and then a 6, which is down and round. Down and round. So try and do a 6. That, oh, that was a 1. Look, I'll help you. Okay, sometimes your pointing is better than your handwriting, and sometimes your handwriting is better than your pointing, isn't it? Today I think pointing is better.
So I'm a bit of a crazy advisor, weren't it, Chris? We've got all them bones just in our hands and our feet. Can I imagine that? Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3. Which animal is measured in hands?
Which animal is measured in hands?
This is in every pub quiz I've been to.
Which animal? Oh, you're going to be the king of the pub quizzes.
Oh, okay. I won't say A, B, or C. You just choose one.
Oh, he's just going for it. Oh, he knows the answer. R, S. I thought you'd know that one. Horse.
Too easy. Because hands in the olden days they didn't have tape measures, did they? And Neil told me, I don't know if it's true, but Neil last night was saying an inch was supposed to be the width of your thumb.
Oh
In the olden
gosh.
days.
Yeah.
So if you had no tape measure, an inch. So show me your thumb.
Show me your thumb. Which is your thumb? Touch it. Hold your thumb up. Come on, Dawn used to teach you to do that. Hold your thumb up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up like that. There.
So apparently that's supposed to be about an inch. Only a rough estimate. It's supposed to be an inch the width of your thumb.
Width of thumb. Oh gosh, I would say that it maybe would be for a man like Neil, because he's a, you know.
Well, I said that, but it's
mine's not a width. I don't think mine is a width, an inch. I think it's less.
Just an estimate, though. An estimate.
Yeah.
But in the olden days, they wouldn't have had a tape measure. It's like a foot is a foot. Because I was saying this to Neil, having a big discussion about our feet.
Yeah.
Your foot's a lot bigger than mine. He's like, well, not that much bigger. But Christopher, your foot's a lot bigger than mine. You know?
Yeah. So Chris, let me just ask you, what is an estimate? Give me another word for estimate. A P P R O X I M A T E. Yeah, very good. An estimate is an approximate.
Oh God, I didn't even know. I've heard of it. I figured, what the hell's that word then? Is average the same with Christopher as well? Is average like an estimate? Average.
Average, an estimate. No.
Oh, okay.
Go on, tell Dawn what average is then. I T I. It is a. Go on. Average. It is a. Average. It is a. M A T H E M A T I C. Come on. A. After the A. It is a mathematical.
Oh my God.
Go on. We use all these long words. It's a mathematical C. Average is a mathematical C A L C. Oh yes, you're right. Calc. Oh, go for the C again. Go on. C. After the C. Must be U. Yeah, you were there. U L A T. Oh. I O N. Average is a mathematical calculation.
Oh, thanks, Chris. I was
No,
looking up.
you can't just say that. You've got to explain it. Come on. So how would you calculate an average? Shall we do an example? Let's do an example. Let's just say that, I don't know. What do we need to calculate the average of?
how many bricks you need in a house?
Okay, we'll just say, how many bricks do you need to build a house? How many bricks to build a house? If you wanted to calculate the average number, let's just say there were, we'll do it, make it nice and easy. Let's just say there were 3 houses. House number 1 used, house number 1, and we'll just make this up. House number 1 used 150 bricks. House number 2 used 160 bricks, and house number 3 used 180 bricks. How would you work out the average number of bricks used to build a house? A, D, D, add T, H, E, M, add them, A, L, L, add them all, and then what would you do?
Oh.
H, E, and then D, I, V, after V, I, D, and E, and then divide. I know you can hear the door again. Hang on, add them all, then divide. What would you divide by? 3.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
Divide by 3.
It's not classed as an estimate, it's average. So
Not just a guess, an average is an actual calculation. So you can do this one quickly. Let's do it quickly. Come on. Let's add them up and divide it by 3. Let's add all of this. Go on, down you come.
Come on, because you're helping me. When your mum said think of a word for estimate, I thought average more than approximately, but I do know the word.
So we'll do 8 plus 6 is, we're just doing the addition now, 14 plus another 5 is 9. So we'll put 9 down there, carry 1 over, and then 1, 2, 3. How many ones was there? 4. So it's 490 divided by 3 is 3 into 4 goes 1. Okay, carry 1 over. 3 into 19 goes, oh, go on, 3 into 19 goes what? Go on, 3 into 19 goes. How many? 6. Oh, 1 over. 3 into 10 goes 3. Okay, and we've still got some over, but it's approximately 163.
It is.
Go on, you can go and check what's going on. You seem near me to get out because he heard the door go again. Oh,
it is as well. So simple to Christopher, but not to me. Anyway, so it was all about, well done, Chris. You got that calculation absolutely bang on. I did it on the calculator. I was a bit faster because I did it with the calculator. But I was also going to say, so it's an estimate anyway, the width of your thumb. A foot is a foot. Again, some people's feet are bigger, but again, it will be an estimate. And then a yard, obviously, is the length of your arm. So do you know what people used to measure yards? What they used to measure in yards? Some people still do it. Some places still do it now. Do you know?
I don't know if we've talked about that. Yards. Do you know what we used to measure yards?
It's the length of your arm. People used to do it a lot with.
So he's put N for no.
Material, isn't it? They used to measure material in yards.
Because when
You're
you
too
measure,
young.
you go like that, don't you?
They wrap it around, they
Yeah.
sort of do it around their arm like that, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a bit weird, but I didn't know. Okay, next question then. Number 4.
Number 4.
What's the tallest animal in the world? It could be a trick question. A
What?
hippo. Oh, sorry.
I'm writing it down. What's the tallest animal in the world?
A,
A, hippo.
B, elephant,
Elephant.
or C, giraffe?
C, giraffe. Which one do you think is the tallest? A hippo, an elephant, or a giraffe? Giraffe.
Voila, yes, it is giraffe. Right, and did you know? Look at me with all these facts. Did you know? I don't know if you know this. Do you know anything about the giraffes and humans anyway? Before I tell you. No? Okay. Did you know that giraffes have the same number of neck bones as humans do?
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay. Do you know how many neck bones we've got?
Do you know how many neck bones we've got? Do you know? No, he doesn't know.
Okay. So neck bones, humans. So 7 neck vertebrae. I can't say it. 7 neck vertebrae we've got, right? And so have giraffes. But the difference is, okay, that the giraffe's bone is over 10 inches long. So that's the difference. So they've got the same amount of...
How could that be? Because they're so tall.
That's what I thought. But yeah, that's how.
Okay, well let's impress Dawn. What did we learn yesterday about the vertebrae in our back?
Oh, go on then.
What did we learn about what happens when you go into space? G R, come on, O W T A L L E and come on. After the E, touch the E again. Go on. E and R. We grow taller.
Oh,
Did you know that?
I did grow taller.
Oh, hang on a minute. I'll find it. Where have I put my piece of paper? I got that out before. And then we moved. Push it down.
You grow taller in the morning as well, don't you?
Yeah, well basically what happens is that because there's no gravity, all of the bits, there's little bones in between the vertebrae in your back.
Yeah.
Kind of space out a bit more, so you could go up into space and be 6 foot tall.
Oh my God!
And then you could be 6'2" when you come back, and it takes a little bit of time for you to, and then you will eventually go back to what you were. See,
pulling you down.
It all stretches out. See.
So why do you think it is? Why do you think we're taller in the morning? The same sort of thing, because you're not standing up.
Probably is the same sort of thing, because we've just all relaxed, I suppose. And we've been lying. Oh, that's right, yeah, because you've not got gravity, have you?
Pulling you down.
Yeah.
Wow, that's bad. I'm going into space. It might stretch me 2 stone later because it will pull me into.
Okay, come on then. Let's do the next question. Move it on.
Okay, so you'll know this one off by heart. I just didn't get I didn't understand the term. What's the collective name for trees that keep their leaves all year round?
Oh, trees that keep leaves all year round. So, for example, hang on a minute. I'll just give an example. For example, holly. That's an example of something that keeps its leaves all year round. Now then, I think Chris might know this one, so let's see if he does.
Okay.
Do you know the answer? C O N I, yeah, F E R S. Conifers are an example.
Do they?
Yeah, conifers are an example. But do you know what? Give us give us your A, B, and C.
I've messed up now because I didn't think conifers did. Okay.
That's all right. Go on.
So A, oak tree.
Right. Go on.
B, evergreen, or C, conifers. So what's the collective name for trees?
Okay, well that's all right. The collective name.
Yeah.
What's the collective name? Conifer is a type of one. What's the collective name for the type? Evergreen. Yes. Evergreen.
Okay. It makes sense, doesn't it? But what got me was the actual question.
Yeah.
What's the collective name for trees?
Yeah. Well, you see, the other one would be so what's the name of the trees that lose their leaves? What are they called? D E C I D U O U and S. Deciduous.
Oh my. Okay, yes, I knew that.
So an oak tree is a deciduous tree because it loses its leaves.
I thought conifers did, but they died at the bottom, I thought.
If you think of conifers, conifers are like the ones at the bottom of our garden, you know, that just stay green all year. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like Christmas trees. Christmas trees are conifers, aren't they?
Yeah, I suppose. I didn't. Yeah, well, I just put that because I didn't know that was one of the ones, and I just thought it was the question about the collective bit. What's the collective name? It just means like it obviously doesn't mean a load of
a group. It's a category. What a category name it is. Yeah.
I was going to ask Chris, but yeah, so that's what got me anyway in the question. Sorry. Bloody hell, Chris! What was that big word? How do you? I can't even.
Deciduous. D-E-C.
Yeah.
I-D.
Yeah.
U-O-U-S.
I always ask Neil some things when I get off. I say, "Did you know?" And he does half the time now, but.
Oh, we'll know that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Number 6. You'll know this one, I think. How many beats are in a horse's walk?
How many beats in a horse's walk?
A, 3.
Yeah.
2. B, 2. Or C, 4.
How many beats in a horse's walk? A, B, oh, hang on. A, B, or C? 3, 2, or 4? Or do you know what? You could just point on here, couldn't you? 3, 2, or 4? Which one? You sure? 3, he said.
Oh, it's 4. So that's what I thought. I thought I'm going to trick him because we had a question like this last time with the horses, didn't we, about the canter? There is 4 beats in a horse's walk.
Oh, okay.
So, do you know which part of the horse steps forward first? Would it be the back or the front, Christopher?
Which part steps forward first? F. He's gone for F, for front.
Okay, you think the front.
T. Well, that's what you would think.
Yeah.
That's logical.
That would be the more obvious answer, wouldn't it? But it is actually the back, okay? Because the engine is at the back.
Oh, so if the horse is going to start walking, the first leg that moves is a back leg, not a front. Do you know, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it goes back, front, back, front.
Back, front, back, front. So the back is like the, use a pencil, E, N, G, I, N, and E. Yeah, the back is like an engine.
That's right. That's right. Very good. So try and remember these. I'll always might pop them up again in another quiz.
Yeah. Okay, go on then. Next one.
Number 7. Come on, Chris. A group of which species is known as a parliament?
A group of which species is known as a parliament? MPs.
Yeah. We'll have to talk about this one because there's lots of. Anyway, A, magpies.
Oh, magpies. I haven't got a clue about this one.
B, owls.
Owls.
Or C, sparrows.
Oh, a parliament of magpies, owls, or sparrows. Ooh. Take a guess. Come on, down you go. You might know, or just take a guess, which really doesn't matter. A parliament of, what do you think? A, B, or C? It's gone for A. Magpies.
I thought magpies. It's owls.
Owls.
It's B, owls. There is another. That's classed as, that question is classed as what do you call it? You was talking about it with one of you. I can't think if it was Jenny or Karen. A noun, is it? I'm sorry, I should be prepared for that. Because a parliament, obviously, is like classed as a word for something. Like there's a word for magpies as well, and stuff like a group of those and a group of those.
Yeah.
I can't think. I'm sorry, I've lost what I can't think what it was. It's classed as something because obviously you wouldn't call them parliament, but it's owls anyway. So it's owls. How much that? I thought of owls with our little book what we had. I thought I liked that question.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before. I never knew that that was a. I suppose as well. You see, they always say, you know, as the wise old owl, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the same. They think of owls as wise people. So maybe that's why Parliament is a group of them, because supposedly our MPs are wise, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Supposedly, anyway.
You look into that. You look into that quite a lot,
so.
couldn't you? A group of which species is known as a parliament. Yeah. Owls.
Yeah.
They are wise, aren't they?
Should have worked it out, shouldn't we?
And then Neil got me on this one saying about an owl, saying what's the most popular owl in England or something. I said what? He went tweet true, and I said tweet owl. It was like a tea towel or something. I can't remember. I'll have to tell you next time. It was just got me on just having a joke about this question. I don't know. Okay, ready now for the next one?
Yeah, go on.
Try and remember these, Chris, because they might pop up somewhere else.
Yeah.
This is the last one. What are the 3 primary colours? A, orange, green, purple.
Orange, green, purple. Yeah.
B, red, yellow, and blue.
Yeah.
Or C, grey, green, pink.
Right. What are the 3 primary colours? So A is orange, green, and purple. Wait a minute. B is red, yellow, and blue. And C is grey, green, and pink. So choose A, B, or C. B.
Yay! Well done, Chris.
Yeah. They're the main colours, aren't they?
Yeah,
But don't be doing that with that knee. I don't like it. I sit here and then he keeps going.
Chris, you can't knee your mum.
just an impulse. We just haven't finished our chat yet. It's very rude to get up and walk away before we finished.
Yeah.
So red, yellow and blue, they're the colours from which you can more or less make any other colour, can't you? That's why they're called primary.
That's right, yeah.
So if you mixed red and yellow together, what colour would you get? Red and yellow would make O-R-A-N. Ready comes. Go for the G. G and E. Red and yellow would make orange. What about red and blue? What colour would that make? Red and blue would make.
Oh yeah. You reminded me.
P-U-R-T. Very good. After the P. L and E would make red and blue would make purple. How about yellow and blue? Yellow and blue would make. Oh, can't be F. G, that's right. R, E, and M. Yes, yellow and blue would make green. There we are.
Very good. Is there any more primary colours?
Mm.
Are they the only one?
Do you want me to ask Chris?
Yes, please. Yes,
Is there
please.
any more primary colours, do you think? He's put no. I don't know.
Either. Well, I can't remember what I read, but is white not one?
I don't know. Might be. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to check.
Well, there we go. Well done, Chris. That was a bit of a random few questions, weren't they? But
yeah.
at least you know now that a giraffe has the same amount of bones as us in the neck.
Yeah. Shall we share with Dawn some of the other things that we found out about space yesterday? Here we are. So some interesting information.
Yeah, go on then, Chris. Let me know.
So that was right. So first of all, we said it stretches out your spine. Astronauts can grow up to 3% taller in space. So you could add on an extra 2 inches if you were 6 foot tall.
No
And it
way.
takes a few months to return back to normal height when they get back to Earth. This is after us, only after us if you've been in space for 6 months, this is.
Yeah. Okay.
And then what else happens? It turns your muscles into jelly. Because you don't need muscles to support you when you're in a weightless environment.
No, why not?
So almost immediately your muscles all start shrinking.
That's amazing.
Go into space. So when the astronauts are in space, they have to do 2 hours a day exercise, and they have these special machines up there. So there's one.
You have to be quite strong to be on gravity, really. No way.
Oh, that's because you're trying to climb out. Right, go and sit there. Move around. Can you put it past me? There, sit yourself down there. Come on.
I wanted to go ask Chris a question then.
There we are. Move your back. There we are. You were determined then that you wanted to move, weren't you? Oh yeah. Past me while I was trying to show Dawn something.
I was interested in that then.
Yeah. Yeah, shall we tell her the other facts that we did?
Can I just ask Chris the question?
Oh yeah, go on.
Chris, do you like being tall, or would you choose to be a bit shorter? Because you'll be extra tall if you went to space. So do you like being tall, or would you choose to be a bit shorter?
What do you think? Do you like being, you're tall, your dad's tall, put your legs down. Do you like being tall, or would you like to be shorter? Pop that down for a minute just while we answer this question. Go on. I, L. Come on then, finish your talk. I, K, E, I like. B, E, I. B, E, I. Go on. N, and G, I like being T. A, finish it off. L, L. I like being tall.
Yeah. You'd be massive then if you went into space. You'd be 6 foot something now. You'd be how tall would you be going into space?
Yeah. Oh, you might grow 2 inches, mightn't you?
Yeah. Did he ever say, like yesterday when you was talking, would you like to go to space?
Let me see, what were the answers? I don't know if I've got my notes here. I've typed them in. I'll have to send you through a copy of the notes, because obviously I wrote them all up.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. We did like I said, would you like to be an astronaut? We just did like the pros and cons. So the 4s were that it would be quite fun to be weightless and float around.
That would be good.
And that it would be good to be able to see the Earth from space.
Yeah, definitely. You imagine that?
And the kind of the against would be the impact on your body, which we discussed. So we had this thing about your muscles, so you have to do all of this exercise, makes your face go puffy.
No way, you're joking.
Yeah, and thins out your bone density, a bit like having osteoporosis. So
could it make you quite ill then, like when you come back? Or
well, it says when you come back to Earth, you're more likely to break your bones, because you lose around 1% of your bone density every month you spend in space if you don't regularly exercise. It can cause vision problems, and they're still studying this. So they don't know really the long term. You get they examined the eyes of 27 astronauts who'd spent 108 days in space. Many of them had eye abnormalities after returning, bloating around their optic nerves, and eyeballs sort of flattened out a bit. But none of them reported any serious trouble actually seeing.
Yeah.
So they don't know this.
It's quite a lot of impact on your body, isn't it?
Yeah. The other one that we looked at yesterday was messes up your immune system. Radiation, microbes, stress, microgravity, altered sleep patterns, and isolation could all have an effect on your immune systems. And it just says if you went on sort of longer, deep space missions, it could possibly increase the risk of infection, hypersensitivity, and autoimmune system issues. Astronauts planning to spend a year in space may be more likely to get sick. Depressed immune system meant that old viruses like chicken pox could be reawakened, although that hasn't shown up so far in any of them. But what has shown up is that some cells collected from astronauts living in space were overly aggressive instead of being depressed, which meant that they got more rashes and allergic reactions.
Oh my God, bless them. They're going to find out all this stuff for us. They're putting themselves at a risk as well, aren't they, really?
Yeah.
It's quite scary, but you don't think of those things. You just think they're going into space and going to fly.
That's one of the astronauts taking a photograph of her eye when they were monitoring the effect on their eyes. Look at her hair with the gravity.
It must be amazing to feel that floatiness. I need to ask Chris that. What would he like to be? What if he could have a choice of some sort of magic, like go invisible? Want to be able to fly? Be able to, I don't know, fly, shrink, or grow into a giant?
Yeah,
What would
Chris,
you like?
come here. Let's just see if you can answer this question before he finishes. Come back. Yeah, so we're just having a bit of fun here.
What sort of magic powers would you like,
Yeah,
Christopher?
come and sit down, and we'll just do this one, and then we'll finish. Come on. So, magic powers. I think you've got an itchy leg, haven't you? Oh, is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Is that your psoriasis that's playing up and itching?
Oh, dear.
We will put some more cream on that in a bit. So let's just think, if you were to have some sort of a magic power,
What would you choose?
what would you choose? And some examples.
Yeah, okay. You could fly in.
You could go. Could be able to fly. You could
Go invisible.
become invisible.
Shrink down to minute, like a little ant.
Shrink. Yeah.
Blow up into a big giant.
Oh.
Would you like to turn into something? An animal?
So giant. Hang on. Giant. You could turn into an animal. All right, that'll do. Let's just see. If you had a magic power, what do you think you'd like to do? F L. Oh, fly.
Would you like to fly like a bird?
That would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, imagine that. Why would you like to fly? Like,
why? Come on then. Y O U C O. Keep looking, Chris. So you can be accurate. U C O U. What is that? L D. You could. G. You could go. You could go. T. 2. Let me write that down. You could go to. You could go to. Put your foot down out of the way of the board. There. N Y W H. Oh, touch the H again. H E R E. You could go to anywhere. You seem to be itchy, yeah? I'll put some more cream on in a minute. Anywhere. O N on E. Oh yes. A R T H. You could go to anywhere on Earth. Yeah, you could if you could fly. The only place that you wouldn't be able to go though, if you could fly, is down to the bottom of the ocean.
no, you couldn't actually. Or space, I suppose. If you're flying like a bird, you wouldn't better go into space. You get sucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it would make you feel just free, wouldn't it? Just feel free and be able to just roam everywhere. I personally would like to be invisible. Not be invisible all the time, but just now and again be able to go, pew, to be invisible, just to sneak up on people really and have a laugh.
Just because she's nosy as well. Play tricks on people and be nosy, yeah. You could go and listen into conversations and then would know.
That's right. If there's an argument next door, we just go through the wall and listen to what they're arguing about.
Yeah.
You asked her what she would like to do, Chris.
Oh, what would I like to do? Do you know, I don't know really.
Let's see if Chris can guess what you'd like to do.
What would you think I would? I think he said, no, I don't. I think he said, it's almost getting a little bit tired there. I can tell. Yeah. He's been doing ever so well. He's done quite a lot of pointing today, hasn't he? So,
yeah. It's been lovely.
Yeah. So I'm just. Oh,